What have we here? A delivery from some for farms and a scheduled. There's a first time for everything. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only things not here. Uh, about the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Talwyn's payment in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. Back in one piece. That's a relief. How did you fare, Joseph? Ah, this is what I was aiming in for. Looks to be all I was on, all right. Though I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skirming of the atop, but to sell us all short in favor of those god-forsaken goblins. You do well to mind yourself around the Chugil cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for that, there's no telling what he'd do to you. My patience is waning, is this entertaining? My patience is waning, is this entertaining? Get this feeling, you know where I'm losing your control. Low maintenance. Blast, at these rates the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had a black loam, just a bit could send our stack soaring. I'll bet Rotweeda knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in on your cart. That Gurkhan's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you get to pinch him from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the aurochs that dwell there. Once you've 3 e-bustles worth, take the black loam to Prefwall at Tyler's Rest. He'll know what to do. Even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor a weak of stomach. Oh, don't tell me Igor, Kante, and Rofia neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, surely you figured it out on your own from the clothing stage. It comes from the Orcro's lair of all places. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. When I thought this plowshares to swords. Confounded pirates, they know nothing of tilling, only killing, stealing our shovels to melt and forge into excess of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them, that angry mongrels. I'd love to teach those crows a lesson in obedience myself if I hadn't sworn to Stalwyn that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring in back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. See? I wonder what the sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Good to see the tools back and in serviceable condition. Which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. Rich likely had a role in the theft. Despite him meeting the parents, it's secrets, I did. I couldn't care less if the wrestle won't work, but when he's concerned with cut purses that ache our tools away, he's crossed the line. Elwyn ought to know what sort of scalwag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? Pirates making off with our tools? Fra. Que é Pfla? Ah não, é o nome. É Pfwal. É que pensei que era tipo um só. Mas Pfwal did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Got a new ex. Yeah. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lads, and you've never once let me down. Yet what I ask of you now goes beyond all I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Just desserts. Ooh, it eases my mind to have you here. You've no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming's... estas coisas para funcionar, né? Well, that scheming's crazies at it again. Since that letter came from him, he's been sulking about it in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with an area wood to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when at last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as haunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for to find him, I try asking Grinwy that a few right. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rebels set out for Wood Whisper Canyon not long ago, deciding about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shivel up that sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure and give them a cuff around the ear from me, will you? Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that sleepy bastard's done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It don't get no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help them. The better way. My ex may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner about to a fish back than be in that confessing bastard's debt. To arms! We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the serpent rivers twice, will not do so a third time. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless to rich, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul that it may wake to life. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. The shake slithered away. The shake! The shake! The snakes slithered away. I am only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Lomesian factions. Whom then do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two, but all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And limb by limb the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis Swach foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlian ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlian seem commonplace. Oh my god, every criança. Here, for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today, Ada Maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join the celebrations. Eles melhoraram. Pelo menos eles melhoraram as animações, porque também aqui no início do jogo as animações eles eram muito duros. Aqui já tipo são mais. Um pouco mais fluidas. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow, but where does it inmate? See some grotto, perhaps? What have we here? Can you walk? "'Tis I. Regrettably no, he eluded me. Understood? I will inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has apprised me of all that transpired. His account shed some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. Golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates, they are the minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort Servin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stalwyn will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay Ada Man a visit. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Yoshitola. I am a naturalist of sorts, serving the ether in the hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owe you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. It is a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running in away. Take me to Summerford Farms and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me. Mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshalled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell.